Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Astroneer. Now progress has been a little bit slow on this game, I'm going to be perfectly honest there, because, or at least my progress on the game has been a bit slow, should I add, because I really haven't had a lot of chance to play on it lately. So it's getting dark here and I'm getting together a bit of resin. Now you may remember that at the end of the previous episode I'd actually constructed a truck here. My rover's over that way. I've detached it from the truck, and unfortunately the only power supply on it at the moment is a solar power panel, and of course the sun's gone down. It's actually just coming up now, but it doesn't get any power at night. When there's no sun around, the solar power doesn't actually work. So what I'm going to do is build myself a 3D printer here, hopefully, which I haven't actually got. I'm surprised I haven't got one of these. I've got the smelter there, got a research unit there, and the vehicle bay there. So what I want is a printer. We need a bit of copper. I've got a little bit of copper, but I don't think I've got quite enough yet. So what I want to do then is check out what the power generator functions like, and then I'm going to build a couple of small power generators as well. Now you need the 3D printer to build the large generator, and you can build a smaller generator through your backpack, and the smaller generator is powered by organics, any of the material around here, all the plants and stuff I can actually collect. And the larger generator, I'm not sure off the top of my head what that actually uses as a power requirement or a power source. And there we go, all built. What can you construct for us? So it's not going to say until the power's actually charged up. Now again, I'm going to build a seat on the truck here independently from the rover, because the rover's not really powerful enough to tow this blooming great thing. It moves very, very slowly. So I will be putting a seat on there as well. But before we do that, I'm going to need some more compound, and I'm going to start driving around in the rover to have a look for that. But first, let's see what the printer here is going to allow me to do. A little bit of a slowdown there, I'm not sure if you noticed that. So we can build a solar panel, not worried about that. It's actually a lot larger than the solar panel I've got now, I believe. Or a solar array, I guess is what I've actually got. Some storage, that wouldn't be bad, would it? Wind turbines, very, very handy. Batteries. Generator. One seat. Okay, so we've got some various materials dotted around the little base here. Although I'm not sure how much copper I've got at the moment. Not a lot here, I don't think. So I guess it's time to head on over to the rover and look for that compound then. What's this? That's oxygen by the looks of it, isn't it? We don't need that. Oh, I'll save that for when we do need it. Did I just drop something? Nope. I'm going to put the solar array on the... I kept calling it a solar panel earlier, but it's actually a solar array, isn't it? Let's put it on the vehicle itself here, because then I can carry something if I need to. And look at that, a bit of compound, perfect. That was easier than I was expecting, and some resin over there. So let's get all of this stuff, and then we can head on out with the truck. And it's getting dark again, isn't it? The day-night cycle on this game is so fast. So fast. Not really quick enough, a little bit too quick rather, to allow us to do anything really constructive before it gets to night time again, but I guess that's just how it is. Plenty of the stuff buried down there. Not that night time is too bad really, it just means no power when you're relying on solar energy, but that's not a problem. We're going to build a small generator shortly, and that will solve all those issues. So the deeper you dig here, the more you're likely to find. This stuff does have a tendency to go deep underground. Looks like that's it, doesn't it? So we've got quite a lot of compound there. I'm actually going to get the... If I get up, back up there, get up there. Let's just go and resupply my oxygen. And I will run over there and get the resin. The reason I'm going to run over there is because I want to save the energy that's in my rover, so I don't have to wait around until morning to head back. Although actually I should have left some of this compound over on the rover itself, shouldn't I? I'll go and do that now, I guess. Because you've only got limited space in your backpack. We've got two slots on the back here, so we can put 2 chunks of compound on the back there. I wonder if you can stick a bit on the rear of the truck. Doesn't look like it, does it? So that should give me enough time to go and get some more resin, and then the sun should be back up again. I had no idea all of this was quite so close to my base. If you remember previously, I was driving around for a long time to find both resin and compound. There's a cave right there as well. So we want a seat. Let's hope we can put that in the right orientation here on the rover. I don't want a side-facing one. Yeah, there I do. That's good. Right, so now it looks like a person standing over there. I don't know if you can see it. A little head. There's the arms, the body, and the legs or the dress. Very strange. Right, so round here somewhere was a crashed ship. And the crashed ship had a few nodules on it that I could carry back for research. Not this one. It was further along. This looks a bit different. I'm not convinced it's the same crash site. Oh no, it's the same one. I remember the seat there. Although I forgot about it until I saw it again. Well, I don't need the seat. Oh, that's what I want. I knew there was something around here. Can we get it? No, we're going to have to dig that out a little bit. Okay. And let's see if there's another one around here. I'm sure I saw 2 of these around here. Depends how far down here I go. I can't remember where the other one actually was. But it looks like there's something down here, doesn't it? Oh, slip in. Perfect. Copper to head back with. Too much stuff on my backpack. Let's get rid of the oxygen. Now I only needed 2 units of the copper to build the 3D printer, so that should do the job quite nicely. But let's take whatever we can get. I wish this backpack didn't run out of charge quite so quickly though. Let's just get some oxygen while we're waiting. And come on, Malachite, we want to pick you up, but we can't do so whilst out of charge. Is there any energy down here? I'm going to go get that energy. Taking forever, isn't it? Better. Oh, we left a whole chunk behind. No, I wanted that one. I left 2 whole chunks behind. No, that's energy. I want to take the malachite with me. Ah, this is where I get myself lost. I was over here, I'm sure. Yeah, there I was. Oh, I'm going to die, aren't I? Oh, I don't run out of oxygen. Not paying enough attention. was a little bit too close. Right, what I'm going to do then, I think, is drop off some of this resin and go back in and collect some more metals and then head back to the base. A whole load of metal then. Let's put it on the smelter over here. Yeah. Slowly recharging up, and that will give us a whole load of copper, and then we can build one of these little generators at last, which we can use to power our base here, and I'll probably add one onto the truck as well, so we can power that, and we'll be able to power that through the use of organic materials. Once it's all fully charged, come on, hurry up. Obviously, the more powerful generators would charge us up a lot quicker, but I'm happy to wait. It still does the job. Looks like I just wasted a bunch of resources there. The metals that were produced actually didn't have anywhere to go because all the slots are actually full, but oh well. Right, so one generator. Do we make another one? Well, as soon as it only needs one block of copper. No, that's not copper, is it? That's why that's not activating. Let's try that one. Lucky we got this one at least. Looks like we lost 2 pieces of copper there, or maybe even 3. Right. So these should be pretty good at powering things. I'm going to put one on the front of the smelter here, I guess, which I'll use to power my base. If it goes on there. Yep, there we go. Excuse me. And then we've put another one on the truck. So there we go. That should now be powering up some module or other around the base here, assuming it actually needs powering up. It's not taking the resources, so I guess we're all fully charged for the moment. But yeah, let's put one over here as well, I think. So I'll leave the solar array on there as well, and we'll use the little generator in addition. Nice thing is that at least around this particular area of the map there's loads of organics, so we're not going to go short of that, which means we can always get a little bit of power. No problem at all. Right, so now that's out the way, let's see about building that trade platform that we previously researched. Could turn out to be quite handy, couldn't it? Just need to get our resources on there. I'm actually making a really difficult job of this, aren't I? I could have just simply shift-clicked the platforms or the modules there, but never mind, we're done. So, right, all we need now then is a little bit of aluminium, and we can build the trade platform. Oh, there we go. How useful is this going to be to me? Hopefully, very useful. So, as you will have noticed on my previous playthroughs of this or my previous videos, I'm basically learning the game as I'm going along here, so I hope that's of interest to you. I think it keeps a bit of variety going on here. So, basically, how the trade platform works then is it looks like I have to put a load of resources on the top there, and I can then exchange it for whatever I want to exchange it for. Just to test this out then, I think I'm going to go for some compound. So, yeah, we can exchange, what is this? 8 units of organics for 4 units of compounds. Now, a moment ago, I noticed there was a whole pile of compound over to the other side of my base. So I'm going to put some tethers together here, and we'll head on over that way and try and collect some compound. Going to need a whole bunch of it, because the next thing I plan on constructing is a shuttle. To be perfectly honest, I probably would have got enough compound from the returning ship, which we'll hear no doubt coming back in just a moment. They don't take that long to come back. There we go, you can see all the compound over there in the distance. Quite a lot of it, actually. Probably take... Is that the shuttle I can hear now? Sounded a little bit like it anyway. Let's pick up all this compound. Look at it all, a whole ton of it. A whole stack of compound to hand in. And we can now load up the vehicle bay here and construct ourselves a nice little shuttle. Hopefully get ourselves off-world before much longer. Although actually, I believe the shuttle actually only takes us out of orbit and back down to the surface again. But we'll see before much longer. It looks like we're going to need some fuel there. And a seat as well, I guess. I'm just curious what else we can fit on here, though. So basically anything with 2 slots we can carry up into orbit with us. So that should be quite handy for building another base somewhere else a little bit later if that's what we want to do. So, fuel. I know where some fuel is. It's in one of the nearby caves. One of the first caves I went in, actually. So let's head down there and collect some of that. Okay then, the fuel took a lot longer to collect than I actually would have liked. So what I'm going to do is put a massive cut in there. Cut all that rather boring expedition out. Nothing worthwhile went on, but don't worry, we've got the fuel now. The ship is mostly loaded up. It's not quite full, unfortunately, but it was enough to get me off the surface here and up into orbit. So this, of course, was the first time I've done this, and from up here the world looks very, very different indeed. Makes sense that the game uses simpler models for the planets from this distance. Makes them much easier to render, no doubt. Now the shuttle will continue to orbit around the world here, and the little blue orbs, I assume, are different locations that we can actually land on. And just look at that other planet over there coming towards us at massive speeds. Of course, we're orbiting around the planet here, but that one is also orbiting the planet as well, or perhaps we're orbiting that. I don't quite know which way it is. But hopefully, before too much longer, we're going to be able to make it over there as well. So, where are we going to land? There appears to be a blue surface area, or maybe that's sea or water or some lake of some type. Looks like perhaps the most interesting location to go to. It's certainly different to everything else I've seen so far. And there is our base, allowing us to return back. Now, I don't know how much fuel it's going to use when I try and land. Looks like we used about a quarter of a tank there just to lift off. So maybe another quarter to land again, and then another quarter to take off again. Just hesitating there because I'm wondering if it's possible to get up into orbit and not have enough fuel to get back down again. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? So that leaves us half a tank, hopefully enough to return back to the home base. Oh, and it's not an ocean, it's merely blue terrain. Right, well, I'm going to have an explore of this a bit later on. We'll pick that up in the next video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.